right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We're both jumping to introduce MVP.
Go for it.
At the 3 o'clock position on Metalopolis, we have the one and the only Incredible Miracles MVP. His opponent over at the 9 o'clock position, hailing from Team Complexity MVP, that is SC. And we have TVT action on Metalopolis now, and MVP, what can we say about him? 3-time GSL champion, just won WCG, won the BlizzCon tournament as well for 50 grand. Then he's netted over $250,000 in prizes since SC2's release this year alone. He has won somewhere around $185,000 just in winnings.
Insane.
That's not sponsorships. That's not his salary. That's purely his winnings.
That's pretty impressive.
Yes.
That's very impressive, actually.
Yep. I can remember, I just remember when we were talking about after he wins his first set of GSLs, back about January, February, and then he undergoes a pretty big slump where he looked pretty exploitable, and he came back and he said, I believe that I'm the best player in the world. This is when he was down in Code A on the brink of getting eliminated, and he says, I believe I'm the best player in the world, and I will do whatever it takes to prove that to you guys again. And let me just say, he has done that in spades, because he has performed incredibly well lately.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm just looking at his page right here. He won the Arena of Legends Team Ace, World Cyber Games, Korean Qualifier, World Cyber Games a couple days ago.
Yeah.
3rd Code S, GSL.
This last season,
This last season, not to mention his previous victories in GSL.
Yeah,
Golds.
3 GSL championships, so that's pretty good. Look at this. SC is actually bypassing gas completely. MVP opening with pretty traditional barracks before gas, but let's see what SC is up to, because MVP could very well kill him with an early attack, but if SC is able to hold on and defend that first push, well, he has a pretty good chance of winning the game, just because his macro is going to be so darn good.
I mean, sure, that's definitely a possibility. But, MVP might scout a quick command center and then just drop a command center of his own.
Very true.
And not just outright end the game. He might try and end the game, though. You never know. And it looks like it is going to be a quick CC here for SC. Second depot actually going up in the back, oddly enough.
Yeah.
Not finishing that wall at the front, which he's definitely going to want in a little bit here.
Yeah, especially as SCV sneaking in, seeing the fast command center, seeing no gas, gets by with just 3 hit points, and MVP knows what's up right now, and he is going to continue throwing down this second gas, so he'll want to move into some tech very, very quickly here.
Interesting. So MVP is going to tech up pretty heavily here. Could go with a pretty aggressive, 1-1-1 style, where he gets a quick Viking, quick Siege, a bunch of Marines, tries to break the position at the natural. And this is actually a really good map to do that on, just because there's no real choke. There's a lot of wide open space around the natural, so you can actually deny your opponent from taking his natural for quite some time.
Certainly.
On a map like Metalopolis.
And could very well move into just Cloak Banshees as well. He has enough gas. He'll have right around 260 gas or something like that by the time the starport hits, which will give him enough to start Cloak and then make the first Banshee very shortly thereafter. Mr. SC, though, he is going into a factory right after this. He did double gas after his expansion. It looks like he's going to use this as a macro CC for a little while, at the very least, as he will need to...
And there we go. MVP drops a CC at the natural.
Okay.
I really like that. That's what I figured he would do. I didn't know when. And is he going to go? Let's check the swap on the add-on. So he is going to go with Cloak Banshees here.
Or okay.
I think so. I mean, I highly doubt he's going to grab a Raven, just because he knows Banshees won't be coming for quite a while.
And there's 200 and there's Cloak.
So he can, and look, that hardly delays the Banshee at all, and still gets the CC down.
Look at the timing is actually perfect. Because there it is. There's the Banshee.
And we see a lot of players open with a Banshee. Prime example would have been Dreamer TT on Terminus. He could have easily dropped a command center and still opened up with the Cloak Banshee, done a ton of damage, and I think he would have been in a great spot.
And look at this. MVP is totally cool with showing SC what's up. SC gets the perfect scan, and as that's happening, he throws down the tech lab in the middle of it. So he is confident that his build is going to win him the day right now, and his superior mechanics and control. And we'll see what SC has in response. There's a bunker up at the front. He does have an engineering bay getting down, so should be able to nullify to a good degree the Cloak that's actually coming out for MVP.
Yeah, there's the first turret on the way.
All right, and here comes Mr. Banshee, and Cloak's going to be done in about 30 seconds, which should be after that missile turret.
This is just going to give MVP so much control over the map. I mean, SC's not going to be able to take his natural for quite some time. This Banshee could get in there and do quite a bit of damage. It's definitely going to mess things up a little bit, throw SC off his game. I highly doubt he's going to lose this Banshee right off the bat here. Viking is going to come out in a second, but he will have Cloak as soon as that does. He does find a sweet spot.
Yeah,
where he can get in there and pick off a few SCVs.
Very nice, and there is the Cloak that you were talking about.
Oh, he's out of cloak range, or he's out of detection range for that turret as well.
Wow, just he knows the range of that so well, and it's just sitting around the outside of it. So this Banshee is actually taking no damage yet, and it looks like it's going to go right after the Tech Lab, which by the time this this cloaking actually goes away, he should be able to have that killed. But smartly staying patient and wants to keep it alive more than anything else. And the Banshee is going to slip by those defenses. Second Banshee actually coming in right now.
So first Banshee gets 3 SCV kills, and he actually darted into that scan range a little bit there. Takes some pretty significant damage. SCV's coming off the line, forces them off the line to repair, and doing a ton of damage here.
Yeah, MVP's control has been very good. Whoa! Flying right over the top of the bunker. That could have been a little bit dangerous there. We do have a Raven coming up as well, as SC decides to expend all of his energy and drop down the mules. And Banshee number 1 returning home after a successful 3 kills without taking that much damage. Banshee number 2 doing the same.
You go, Banshee number 1. And Banshee number 2. MVP actually doing a great job thus far. You know, he's macroing out of this supremely well, and he has his natural up and running, and he's had it up this entire time.
And he's actually ahead in workers right now, so he's completely nullified the earlier expansion, and then some, because he's actually able to transfer SCVs onto the low ground, whereas SC has been sitting inside of his main for so long.
Yep, he's not oversaturated. He's just in a great spot right now, and he might actually push the front here and set up a contain. How far off is he from siege?
And it's...
Oh, he doesn't have siege entirely.
No.
Oops.
Okay. All right. Well, he's got a decent little Air Force, too, so maybe he's just going to use him in pop-pop mode and just try to break down the bunker that way. All right. So that Raven is going to have enough for a PDD here in a bit.
I don't know how I feel about him not having siege.
Well, we'll certainly find out. Is he going to make his way out with the rest of his units? And it looks like he is. I have to agree with you.
Oh, is he going to go in here?
Yeah, I think he is.
Oh, wow, what a great engagement for him, though.
Oh, yeah.
Only 1 tank on the high ground. And he recycled the bunker.
Oh, wow. God, that's going to make this...
If only he had the 2 Banshees and the 2 Vikings there, he could have just
but he's going to have them right now, and he's already killed a lot of these Marines, and I think he is still going to be able to outright kill these tanks that are up at the top. And now siege mode's coming up, sorry.
He's just preventing him from taking the natural for so long. Is he going to go in again here? That tank is so vulnerable. Those 3 tanks could just run up and just pick it off so quickly.
Yeah, they really could. Especially because, or even just a couple of Banshees. Just the Banshees jumping out and doing a little bit of damage will at least force a PDD out. And there, oh, here we go. MVP's actually just going to go for it, moving into the sieged tanks. And the 2 Banshees are going to pick off the tank on the high ground. The one on the low ground was immediately dead.
Beautifully executed.
SC has nothing left.
Beautifully executed right there from MVP. What a timing push. And all the SCVs have just transferred to the low ground. So they're going to be stuck down there. There's no way he's going to be able to recoup those losses. And look at this.
There it is. GG, and MVP has done his job and knocked off SC. And that is going to send this to game number 8. Game number 8. My counting is correct.
We could go the distance here.
Oh, it is 4-3 in favor of Complexity MVP at the moment. But congratulations to MVP. Well, QIM MVP, as we have Team MVP going against Player MVP right now.
Indeed.
수상전